Okay, so today, in the advanced Revit class, a few days ago, we talked about stairs. Today, I want to talk a little bit about another form of circulation. We're going to look at our elevator that we're going to put in our project. So if we go to our ground level, and at our ground level, we realize we have our elevator shaft here. And right now, when we click on it, it's just a basic generic wall. But what's going to happen to this shaft is that this shaft is going to turn into something different for us. What do I mean? If I was to hold down tab and hover over one of the walls and hit tab, it selects them all because they're connected. I click here and I go and I change this to an 8-inch generic masonry wall. Now, this wall, you can see the hatch pattern it changed because it is now a what? It's a masonry wall and it's CMU. And it's going to be the typical 16 by 8 masonry CMU enclosure for our elevator. Well, where are we going to get this elevator from? Well, if we go to Insert and Load Family, out on our network, under the V drive in our class 25601, under Resources and Revit Families, Vertical Circulation, right? Are we in? Make sure we're in the right place. 256. Sorry, it should be in 259. So here's what I'm going to do on the fly. Under Resources, I'm going to go to Revit Families. And I'm going to copy this or cut it, basically. And I'm also going to go back. Sorry, 259, Resources, Revit Families. Here we go. We'll paste it right here, and everybody will be able to find it. This elevator basic. Once I hit open for that, it's going to upgrade it. And now, if I go to architecture and component and say place a component, notice what? This elevator, I can't just place it anywhere. It is a wall-based family. It needs that wall. And if I hit the space bar, I can flip it one way or the other, one direction or the other. But where I want to place this elevator, look at it really quickly. Where are my doors at? So I want to make sure that it is on a wall where those doors are allowed to do what? Are allowed to open and cut through that geometry, right? So now as I look at this, I want to pause the video and talk about something briefly. Okay, so what we discussed is that when we selected this, we looked over and we saw that this was a service elevator for a hospital. We don't need one that is that robust because of the services that are happening in this building. This is not a busy elevator like a hospital elevator is. So we're going to use we're going to use the passenger 2500. Okay. And with that passenger 2500, now what we can do, if I hit AL on the keyboard and align to that wall, and then I select that and align that there. Whoops. Let's try that one more time. Align to here. Hold on. Okay, people, I want to talk about something that I forgot that I did in here. I put a shaft in here. Remember the shaft opening we put in here a few days ago? I forgot about that shaft opening. So what I want to do, one, is move that shaft opening to that portion of the wall right there. And then I need to move this wall from here down right to that other portion of the what? Of the enclosure space that I need. And that's for structural items, people. So now that I've got it to the size it has to be, I can TR on my keyboard and put those walls back together. Now you might be asking a question, why do I need this wall back here? I'm going to pause the video so we can talk about something. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to align that with the outside wall there, and now I have my elevator. And I'm going to let you all get caught up, and then we're going to look at cutting a section and making sure that our elevator is disembarking properly floor to floor in our building. Okay? I have spoken.